What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the vlog. Today we are going to be talking about one of my cars that we have not been talking about here in this channel, and I think it actually deserves a really good vlog as well, because man, this car actually does the job every single time. And unfortunately, the past few months somebody tried stealing the car and we had to replace the door. I did not get a chance to document the whole thing, but big thanks to JL and her team from Honda over time. They did an absolutely phenomenal job to change the doors of this car, and now it's doing mighty fine again. So without further ado, let me give you some montage of my Honda Civic EG. Let's go! The EG is now becoming such an icon and a classic because, man, given the fact that this car is 31 years old, it's still looking absolutely phenomenal. And at the same time, it's crazy how it's actually staying relative when it comes to looks up until today, 2023, and it's just like mind-blowing to me how good looking this car is. And I'm so glad I was able to actually get this vehicle for a very cheap price. And man, this car is my daily driver. Like, I do drive this in winter, I do drive this in summer, and it's such an amazing vehicle. Let me give you some specs of my Honda EG as well. This car is bone stock, so it is absolutely slow, but this car is actually pushing about 108 horsepower, I think, and it's like pushing 98 pound-feet of torque, coming all the way from that 4-cylinder D15 engine. And man, it's definitely not the car to drive when you're looking forward to reaching higher speeds. But when it comes to fun and when it comes to absolutely amazing drive, this car is something that you should consider as well. Well, another thing that we can do is to actually drive this car, and like, just so I could kind of like show you guys exactly how it feels when you're driving the Honda Civic EG. And man, I really hope that you guys are enjoying this clip, because dude, like, this car truly deserves to be in the vlog as well, not just the Audi TT. And don't get me wrong, I love the Audi TT to bits, but this also holds a very special place in my heart. So without further ado, let's go for a drive, shall we? Alright, well, let's hit the road and let me share you some information on like just how it feels when it comes to driving this car. Again, this car is not the fastest by any means or form, but man, this car actually handles very well. You get a lot of weight from the steering wheel, and at the same time, you know exactly where your wheels are. And given the fact that this car is a front-wheel drive car, it is still considerably manageable when it comes to its understeer, and that is a big thing when it comes to like front-wheel drive cars. Another thing that you would truly enjoy when it comes to driving a Honda Civic EG is just how wide the windows are. Like, you would not feel claustrophobic at all in this vehicle, and like for me, I truly enjoy that experience. And the fact that you could actually do your shoulder checks and no B pillars are actually blocking your way, or like even the A pillars are so thin that like everything is pretty much visible. It is very safe as well when you practice your safe driving every single time. Also, don't get me wrong when I said that this is a slow car. This car, the Honda Civic EGs, are highly modifiable and highly tunable, and most people would actually do K-swap on these vehicles. And when you actually do that on your EG, it would be an absolute game changer. And like, I've seen a lot of EGs pushing close to 1,000 or maybe 1,000 horsepower on a drag strip. So again, like, don't get me wrong that this car cannot do all the crazy stuff that supercar does, and it could potentially defeat a lot of supercars as well in this era when it comes to speed once you modify it properly. Another really cool thing about this car is not only that it is fun to drive, but also it is very practical. The fact that you get a cup holder here, and at the same time the space at the back is very spacious. It is mind-blowing that you could actually fit a full drum kit at the back of this car once you fold the seats and still have a very comfortable room and still feel like you have a lot of room inside the vehicle. So that is definitely a big plus to me when it comes to owning a vehicle, is just the fact that you could have fun with the car but at the same time totally have a very practical room when it comes to storage. Well, there you go guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this clip as much as I did filming it, and man, again, like, this EG truly deserves to be a lot more in the channel. And if you did enjoy this video, please do hit the like and the subscribe button. And again, thank you to JL and her team at Honda Overtime for actually helping me with just like to get the door in this car. So without further ado, please do subscribe if you're not yet, because I'm still giving away 500 Canadian dollars to one lucky subscriber once with 1,000 subs. And on that note, please stay safe, take care, make the most out of your day. Peace! It is still considerably controllable when it comes to it is still considerably